Did evil bankers sink the Titanic in order to create a central bank, which eventually got us off the gold and silver standard and gold and silver as money? So in 1910, there were a group of 6 bankers and a senator from New York that met on Jekyll Island, and they devised the third central bank of the United States. So that was in 1910. There's a great book on it called Creature from Jekyll Island. At this meeting were representatives for the Rothschild family, as well as for J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan was one of the large bankers in the United States. So J.P. Morgan also owned the Titanic, ironically enough. So in 1912, the maiden voyage and only voyage of the Titanic sailed. J.P. Morgan was supposed to be on the Titanic, and last minute he bailed out. Also, Vanderbilt was supposed to be on the Titanic, and Vanderbilt was one of those deep staters. He also did not show up for the voyage. Now, on the Titanic were 3 of the wealthiest men in the United States, Guggenheim, Strauss, and Astor. And all 3 of these men were very strong in believing in the Constitution and very opposed to a central bank, which would be the outsourcing of the printing of the United States paper currency. So in 1912, as we all know, the Titanic sunk. The story is that it hit an iceberg. But is it possible that J.P. Morgan, the Vanderbilts, Nathaniel Rothschild, the deep state, the central bankers actually sunk the Titanic? And then in 1913, Woodrow Wilson passed the Federal Reserve Act, creating that third bank of the United States, as well as the IRS was created to confiscate our wealth. So it's a great conspiracy theory that the Titanic was actually sunk in order to allow the creation of the Federal Reserve, which eventually led to us eliminating gold as our money, eliminating silver from our currency, and eventually getting rid of the gold standard altogether.